What's up, Rated R Cars fam? Welcome to 5 Things People Love About the 2024 Mustang GT. Guys, please hit the like on this video. You can always turn it to an unlike later on at the end of the video if you didn't enjoy it. Also, please drop a comment. It really helps the channel grow. Okay, 5 things we love. First, they didn't mess up the design. Yes, they played it safe and didn't make a radical change, but ultimately they didn't stray too far from the Mustang we are all in love with. And while I love my S550, I think they improved it by making it more aggressive looking, specifically increasing the size of the grille, throwing in that RTR-esque flare right here, and putting in those mean looking hood vents. I love that front fascia. The lights have been growing on me, but so far I do prefer the S550 headlights, but that's okay. They can't please everyone. And by the way, Steeda is already here on the scene making some headlights like this. These are for the S550, but I hope they make these for the S650 because these are much sleeker. Yes, from this angle it looks so close to the S550, but again, it's slightly more aggressive. I think the S550 went too close to sports car, and the S650 reels it back a little bit more into pony car territory. IMHO. The most radical change is right here in the rear, which is a sore point for some people, but it actually looks better in person, or at least on video. I do like it. While I love the S550 rear, I think Ford did a great job on the S650 here. It makes the car look a bit more exotic, like something new. Overall, be thankful it didn't end up like this. No! And we got a moderately more aggressive version of the Mustang we love. I'd be happy owning either an S550 or an S650. Both are thoroughbreds driving down the street filled with donkeys. By the way, look for the secret code word in this week's video to get a shout out in next week's video. And by the way, in between those videos, I try to do several shorts to keep the fun going. 2. Despite emissions regulations, Ford kept the Mustang a naturally aspirated V8. And on that note, I am 99% sure this is going to be the last naturally aspirated non-EV Mustang GT of all time, so let's appreciate it while we have it. I give credit where credit is due. Great job, Ford. You bucked the sissy boy EV trend. Disclaimer, my wife does have a Mach-E and it's a blast to drive, but Ford could have done an EV with toy sounds like this. But instead they gave us a true beast of a grand finale. On that note, it's very likely that we are looking at the last naturally aspirated ICE Mustang here, but at least we'll all be able to go down in history blasting down the street with our fierce rumbling V8 exhausts. Thank you, Ford. 3. Again, bucking the trends. Ford kept the manual transmission alive for those of us who are old school or just like to entertain ourselves by rowing our own gears. If you do get the automatic, more power to you, brother or sister. You'll definitely outperform me on the drag strip. I had the DCT2 transmission on my E92 M3 and the SMG on the one before that, and they were both a blast to drive. But sometimes we just want to have that added fun of having a shifting adventure on our typically mundane drive to work. Especially if we're not drag racing our cars competitively. So good on you, Ford, for keeping the manual alive. Now yes, it is the MT82, but I wouldn't be surprised if they made some tweaks to improve it, especially with many of us blowing the MT82s like I did on my 2018 GT. But admittedly, I was an idiot who has since learned how to launch a car properly. Shout out to my friend James Holmes who helped me. Okay, 4. Despite set emissions regulations, they somehow managed to increase the power substantially. Or did they? Check out my analysis of that, link at the end of this video. But they at least on paper increased horsepower to 480 horsepower stock, or 486 horsepower with the performance exhaust and tune. So that's a 20 horsepower gain over my 2018, or a 30 horsepower gain over the nut-punched 2022 GT's 450 horsepower. Now, this is only good news if they're actually still underrating their horsepower like they usually do, which we're all hoping they are. Also, Ford decreased torque this time, so you can check out my video of that linked at the end of this video. However, at the end of the day, Ford publicly stated that this is the most powerful Mustang GT ever, and I do believe them. And lastly, 5. Coolness and fun factor. For example, the new GT comes with a drift brake, which Ford says, and I quote, amps up the fun and exhilaration at every turn on the track with the available easy-to-use class-first drift brake. And by class, they mean sports cars, so I guess it's the first OEM drift brake of any sports car out there. I think they took a risk doing this, and I appreciate the innovation, as if we needed another reason to crash into crowds. But wait, the fine print does say it's only for track use, not public roads. Either way, just be careful out there, guys. Anyway, I can tell you this is a fun feature. When I was in high school millennia ago, someone took me for a ride in his Fox body Mustang, and he used the parking brake to do a 180 turn on a narrow road facing exactly in the opposite direction. It was super fun, and I'll never forget it. Chad, if you're watching, thanks for that ride all those years ago, brother. And you know what else is cool? Today's secret code word, I am fam. Type it below for a shout out in my next video. You guys are the best, and I mean that. And speaking of fun, how fun is it that you can customize your Mustang like never before? Ford said the 2024 Mustang lineup can be customized with hundreds of design configurations. Not several, not dozens, hundreds of design configurations. That's incredible. You can really make this Mustang your own unique car unlike ever before. And I can't wait to see what they have in store when their order banks open up. And per my short I just uploaded, I just got off the phone with someone from Ford, and unofficially they said order banks are opening only in a few days. Not sure if that's going to happen because it is hearsay, but I did hear it and I'm sharing it with you. Either way, exciting times to be a Mustang fan. Drop a comment below and let me know your thoughts. If I missed your favorite things about the 2024 Mustang, please list them out below and we can discuss. Here's my list of demands, by the way. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, and shop my Amazon storefront, link in the description below. You guys rock and I love you very much. Always remember the motto, always be kinder than necessary, and I will see you in the next one.